guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are making a beautiful halter neck dress for an upcoming date night of mine. I don't know where the date's happening, but why not make a dress for a date, if you get my drift. So without further ado, let's go ahead and head down to the sewing lab where I'll be working on this project, and we'll go ahead and get started. If you can't tell in my voice, however, I am really sick, like really sick, and I'm gonna do my best to not get anybody else sick, but I do have to work on this dress because it's part of my homework that's due next week for finals, so I thought I'd take you along with me. Now, this dress originally was part of an assignment that was due a couple weeks ago. What I mean is we drape on half-size forms normally in class, and the required assignment for finals is to drape either our own design on a half-size form or our own design on a full-size form. And because I'm an overachiever, I thought it would be fun to make myself a adult size version of the mini models version. So here, I'm going to show you the pictures. These are what they originally look like. They look really bad because they are muslin piecework, and the day I did it, I was not feeling good as well. Big surprise. The only thing that makes them look like patterns is the pencil lines on them, as you can see, but this is the front, side, and back of this pattern, and I've already started draping it. Unfortunately, I would have captured it, but I was not feeling good yesterday when I was in class, so I'll just show you my progress and then go from there. So this form is a size 12, and I basically taped it up first in the same make and mock-up of the original size that I used, which was a half form, and then I pinned the material, added the darts, and I will say this dress reminded me so quickly of Marilyn Monroe's dress that she wears over the sewer grate. Just the whole time I was making it, I was like, this is so cute and so similar. So I thought it would be fun to honestly do like an old Hollywood photo shoot when I'm done with this dress, just to kind of pay homage. And honestly, the timing was perfect in the end because her birthday is on June 1st. Hey guys, so I'm in a different classroom temporarily, but I wanted to show you my fabric. So here's what she looks like. She's this satin weaved front and cotton back material. It's so lovely. I got like 6 yards of this for like $5 at a local business that sells wholesale fabrics. And this is what we're going to be using for the dress today. I thought it was so pretty, and honestly, I was feeling a little worried about what I was going to use this for. And if I save any of it, I will use it for my collection this fall. But now I'm going to go back in, finish drafting the bodice, and then I'm going to cut all the pieces out and start putting things together. Also, just so you know, I'm going to be voiceovering this because I'm just too awkward, honestly, to talk in the sewing lab to myself. So that's our plan there. After ironing all the pieces flat, here is what our final pattern product looks like. So I'm attempting to emphasize that I'm extending the strap here, and I intend to cut that out with 2 bust pieces. Once I laid that pattern foundation out, I ended up cutting the pieces out, and here's what that adjustment to the pattern ended up looking like. And here is what our final cutout bodice looks like. This is the exterior, and then this is what our lining looks like. Now moving on, I began to measure my waistband for the skirt, and I'm hoping to add pockets to the skirt. But anyway, I used a measuring tape around the 12-inch dress form, wrote down the measurements, and then laid it out onto my fabric so that I could cut it out. For the bodice, we started out by attaching the 2 back panels to the lining panels, and I did this using a straight stitch. And then I proceeded by sewing the cups of the bodice together on one side, and then started working on repeating it on the other. Any seams that weren't curved, I ended up doing on the serger, and I was able to accomplish this in a pretty timely manner, mainly because I only had 2 to 3 days to really accomplish this project before it was due for my final. And here's what it wound up looking like. I think in general, other than the couple hiccups I had with the thread, it worked really efficiently. here's me progressing to attaching the dart together in the bust cups. I just sewed that really quickly on the serger. I don't recommend this for a beginner seamstress. It does tend to have a little bit of hiccups and you can cut holes in things. But here's what it looked like finished, and now we're gonna go ahead and attach it to the lining so then I can flip it inside out and then sew it to the underbust. Here's me flipping it inside out, and then here's me ironing it flat to make sure that it looked nice and smooth. Oh, and my boyfriend ended up coming up and giving me like a really big hug, and it was really nice. Hey guys, we have finished most of the bodice and now I'm headed back to start working on the skirt, which is basically doing the same seams I would normally do on a skirt. And I'm doing it all on a serger, so there's no raw edges for this. So I'm going to serge hem the base of the skirt as well, and I will just straight stitch it when I get home tonight. Here was a quick try on of the finished bodice. I only have one panel left to add with it. Now I'm just laying out all the materials to make sure everything looks right, and then I'm going to sew them together using the serger. A few moments later, here was our progression of the skirt. I wanted to show you the details of the pockets. Ignore the face I'm making. I kind of felt dead inside filming this. But that's what the skirt ended up looking like, and with a little bit more serging of the final panel, we had completely finished our skirt. And here's that final skirt. It's very spinny. I had a lot of fun spinning around in it. The last thing I did with the skirt was hem the bottom using the serger and then hand sewing it in my free time off camera. Our final step to finishing this entire dress was to attach the bodice to the skirt, and I ended up serging this, and then once I had completed it, I went ahead and tried it on to make sure it fit. The last thing I did for this project was add an invisible zipper to the back and just sew up any loose edges that didn't get covered fully by the serger, and with that I completely finished my project. So if you guys enjoyed this video, thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And to our dear Marilyn Monroe, I hope you have a wonderful 100th birthday. Thank you guys so much, and let's go pay tribute to one of the biggest icons in American history.
Sunlight spills on the window. The aroma of coffee fills the air. Lazy cat is curled up on the sofa. Time passes so slowly as if it were hidden away.